Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Ah. Ah. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi to all of the wonderful community here. Nice to see so many people I know. Thanks for saying hello. Hi, Britt, Wendy, Melanie, Elizabeth, Carmen, Susan, Rochelle, Astrid, Vicky, Wendy, Lotus, and many others. So glad to see everyone joining in for this final, for now, Bali live stream. And from wherever you're joining in, welcome, whatever platform you're seeing me from. Carmina. Hi, Karen. Nice to see you. Yeah, because I just made a last minute event on my Facebook because I have many followers there. So however and wherever you're joining from, happy to have you. Hi, Faye, Maureen, Wendy. We've got all three Wendy's in the house. Woo woo! We're having a Bali bash, goodbye bash. Hi, Ginger. Welcome, welcome. So yeah, super excited to see everyone. Victoria. Right before the session, I grounded, I activated, I channeled energy, even just thinking about it. I mean, it's so interesting how that happens. Whenever I started channeling the energy into the session beforehand, the yawning started, and then even thinking about it, the yawning starts. So, yes, glad to have everybody for our regularly scheduled Saturday Night Live session with people old and new, or meaning frequent followers and new people joining in the live stream. So if you are new, please say hello. And yes, Astrid, I am returning to Thailand in a few days. So the next time I'll be live, I will be in my room in Thailand in Chiang Mai. So yeah, I've been here 8 months and I have to leave because of my visa. And also I could go and come back right away, but I'm ready to go to the north of Thailand for the winter season there. Rainy season's coming to Bali. It's going to be amazing, perfect weather in northern Thailand. A little bit cool. Well, quite a bit cool, depending on who you ask. It's going to be mountains. It reminds me of home in the U.S., which is, my family's been in South Carolina for 30 years. So those foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains is where that northern Thailand area reminds me of, north of Chiang Mai. So yeah, I'll be up there and coming to the islands in the south for Christmas, New Year's, and then we'll see, have some different ideas, one day at a time, one step at a time. But yeah, going back to where I've lived before, Koh Samui, and we'll be scouting out retreat locations for there. and also considering offering Bali retreat in 2024. I know I'll be back here. So, hi Jamie, Melanie. Interesting. Thank you. Hi Monica, Nancy. Yeah, so it's interesting, to have this moment, considering back over, I landed here in March and all that's unfolded, and just my journey, the collective journey, those who I'm connected with here, and your journeys. Really grateful. So, hi Kevin, welcome. So today we're going to be seeing what messages might come through, and I just call it like messages from spirit, wherever I'm led to share. And then I'll do couple cards, and then we'll do the Reiki and Ancestral Clearing at the end. So if you are new and you haven't experienced that, please say you're a first timer. I'd love to know. Or of course, if you have any questions about any of that. Hi Daisy, Jamie, we've got 2 Jamies. Awesome. Welcome, Arendum. Glad to have you. So if you are new to me, new to my platform here, I'm Natalie. I am a spiritual life coach, Reiki Master Teacher, and intuitive. And please give me a follow here. If you care to give a donation, that's always appreciated, never expected. I welcome abundance, however it flows. I walk on the beach here in Bali at sunset most days, and because I do it often, I get to know people on the path, and there's this one local guy who we say hi whenever I walk on the path, and I had stopped and had a coconut the other day, and I tried to tip him, and he refused the tip, and I was like, no, like, please take this. And he refused. He's like, I always refuse tips from my customers. And I said, like, look, like, God, the universe is trying to, give you money right now. Like, so always take it. If somebody wants to tip you, gladly receive that. And so he did. So I'll be interested to hear if he starts implementing that. How many of you can relate to that? Like turning down offers of maybe people wanting to buy your coffee, buy your meal, pay the tip. And you're like, no, because it's like out of being polite, right? I had a shift in myself. I mean, I used to do that. And then I think it was when I got into Joe Dispenza for whatever reason, 6 or 7 years ago, I started being like, okay, I recognize abundance is trying to flow to me here. So yes, thank you. I welcome it with a grateful heart. So yeah, and then abundance can show up in things more than just money. Right? So if maybe somebody is offering time or a service, to allow, to receive, to not shut the door on that. Hi Pradeep, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Kevin for the first time. Awesome. So, that's a great point, Ginger. Yeah, so there's the dynamic of, what I'm saying, but also somebody's wanting to offer us a gift, right? So we can think about it in both of those ways. Melanie, never feeling like you deserved it, and that's changing. That's great. I'm working with affirmations recently around money. I'm doing this book called Overcoming Under-Earning that I would highly recommend for, I would say probably 90+% of people here would be able to relate to the topics. but there's many practices and exercises in that book, and one of them is you go through like your list of memories about money, and look at all of the stories and beliefs that you either heard or told yourself around money, and then from that you flip them and create opposites. So I've distilled down this list of 20 or so negative stories, negative beliefs into because it was commonly themed, into 10 positive affirmations. And one of them is, I deserve lots of money. I will write it in the comments, Wendy. Overcoming under earning. Yeah. So, and also, by the way, I'm back in another browser. I'm hopeful that leaving behind the technology glitches from before, so please keep me apprised of that. But yeah, there was this limiting belief that was so part of who I was, I didn't even recognize it until I remember 5 or 7 years ago, I had gotten this money course. I forgot the guy's name, but he was in The Secret. And it was this belief about, I don't deserve to have money, or I don't deserve to have a lot of money or an excess amount of money. Can anyone relate to that one? It's kind of, for me, it was subtle, but it was so part of the programming, right? And it came from mother, of course, whatever. I mean, we always have the primary caregivers that, because of their own upbringings, they're just continuing on old patterns, right? So yeah, this one was that I don't deserve things, money or wealth or things like that are for other people. It's not for me. And what I had a memory of being in the grocery store as a kid and wanting to go down the toy aisle, and we would rarely even be allowed to go down it. But if we did, I would be like, oh, I want this. And it would be like, no. You can't have any of these things. It was always this energy of, no, it's not for you. And then underneath that is, of course, as a kid, this is what we do. We can't we can't let anything endanger our attachment to our parent or our caregiver, because they keep us alive, right? So that's why we make ourselves wrong, because that's the way we have to keep the attachment secure. So the story that my mind made up was, oh, I don't deserve to have these toys. I don't deserve to have these things. And that followed me. I mean, it still can, but at least now I'm aware of it. So one of the most powerful affirmations for me is, I deserve lots of money. And that feels weird and can anybody relate to that when you're sharing or using new affirmations? It just feels false and foreign and wrong, or who are you to think you deserve lots of money? There's a part of me that's embarrassed to even tell you this, honestly. There's a part that's oh God, what are they going to think of me? I don't deserve lots of money, right? Who is she to think she should deserve lots of money? That voice is there, and guess what? Guess whose voice that is? Critical parent, right? So, hi, Nikki. Seen some great comments come in. Creative, hello. So thank you for sharing that you can relate. Yeah, hi, Cher. No, it wasn't Bob Proctor. It was John, somebody, the guy who was in The Secret, because he made his vision board and he put a house on his vision board from a magazine, and he actually created moving into that house. Does anyone remember him? But anyway, that's where I uncovered that limiting belief. Yes, exactly, John Assaraf. So yeah, that bit wanted to come through. Ginger mentioned that they are getting value from working through the Overcoming Under Earning book. So definitely something I'd highly recommend. I'm actually considering doing something in a group format or some sort of offering around working together with others through that book. So, it's just, as you can hear, it's in like a very ethereal stage, but it's been crossing my mind. So if you can relate to anything I've just said, send me a message and I can put you on a list when that might come to fruition. I can let you know about that. So super excited. I recorded 6 new professional studio recordings the other day here in Bali, and so I've just uploaded one to my premium track. Speaking of, it's the Comprehensive Abundance Prayer. So if you are a premium member, hopefully it will be approved because now I've recorded it in the studio and it's studio quality. But yeah, that master prayer, the ancestral clearing, not master prayer, but the ancestral clearing prayer on abundance is really powerful. Actually, I might speak that one today since this is all coming up right now. Yeah, because we've got themes of abundance here. So awesome. Some of you want to be notified, and I know I'm connected with a couple of you. So yeah, share, or anyone that wants to send me a message, I can keep you apprised of what may unfold with that. So, but yeah, and I've recorded my truth excavation journey. I know a number of you gave me some amazing feedback there. So the final version is recorded. It's ready. I will be sending that out to you if you signed up to give feedback before. You will get a copy of the final truth excavation journey. It's awesome. It's powerful, if I do say so myself. This whole truth excavation thing was just a download that came out of source. So yeah, excited to see where that goes. And yeah, I'll be putting it on my premium Insight Timer tracks, I believe. Anyway, so I'm excited that I actually followed through doing that. And I have a new life coach, and I'm a life coach if you didn't know that already. And it's like, it shows the power of coaching, because I have had this on my list of things to do for far too long, to create meditations in a studio and record them and put them out. And because I have stated this to my coach that this is a goal I want to do, and then he asked me, well, when do you want to do it by? And I actually did it. I actually did it. And I'm leaving for Thailand in 2 days, and I recorded things like 2 days ago. And the other part of that is that my debit card number got stolen online somewhere, like 3 or 4 days ago. And they pretty much wiped out my checking account with these fraudulent charges from Carnival Cruise Line, of all things. And so I did have a couple $100 left. So before I canceled my debit card, I went to the ATM, I took out as much cash as I could, and then I canceled the card. But what that means is I'm stuck here in Bali without cash access. So the reason I'm bringing that up is, like, I have a very limited amount of money to make it out of Bali. And I'm going to make it by the skin of my teeth, which is good. But even so, I still prioritized recording my meditations because that's important to me. So, yeah, thank you all. And, honestly, I've had it happen years ago. I know it will be reimbursed. I mean, sure, I prefer that to happen sooner rather than later. But what was so interesting was the charge. Like I said, it was from Carnival Cruise Line, but it was like two different charges, and one of them, it was like Carnival Fun. And I just thought that was like a cool little thing from the universe of like that this fraud charge was Carnival Fun. I'm like, well, somebody's having fun. Like, no, I don't like that they have had my info and whatever. I know I'll get the money back, but isn't it, I didn't go into freak out mode. I just was like, okay. I mean, the timing's bad because I don't have time to have a card sent to the US and then sent here, like, because they can't mail my card to Indo, like, or they have to mail it to, my permanent address. And then my mom mails it to me here. So there's no way, there's a small chance I could get it before I go. So I'm going to have to do that in Thailand. But yeah, it's just like, if this would have happened a month ago, it would be no worry because I would have plenty of time. But now my address is changing. So, oh, thank you, Melanie, for that about the donation amount. iPhone, they violated Insight Timer. Somehow they sent out an email a couple weeks ago. And so now, because the teachers were getting 100% of the donations. And then for some reason, if you donate through the Live Now, Apple takes 30%. If you donate just on my link of my profile, I would still get the 100%. So I'm happy to receive it in whatever way. And the preference would be that you would donate on the link. So, yeah, thank you. And thanks for your words. And thank you, Erwin. Yeah, and everybody. Hi, Liz. Nice to see you. Yeah, and I think it's just if you click donate here now, it does that. And yeah, thanks, Wendy Lotus. It is what it is. Welcome, abundance. I'm not trying to make Apple wrong. I'm just stating the facts. It is what it is. So anyway, thank you all for your support and for bringing that in. So let's go ahead and get into our card reading. And I'm going to start with Osho Zen Tarot. So let's see what Osho Zen has to say. And this is a collective message for anyone who's hearing this now, either live or recorded. So this is recorded on my YouTube channel. I am growing my YouTube channel, so I appreciate your subscriptions over there. And you can catch all of my lives recorded there. And so if you're seeing this whenever this message applies, even if you see a recording with the Reiki and the clearing, it will also still be activated at that time when you watch it. So just so you know, 108 meditators. Woo, special number. So here's our card. I love this one. Who else loves this card? It's actually one of my favorites in this deck, even though it's so simple. Just this beautiful, I love the colors. The blue sky with the pink. And yeah, this one was a popper out, popper outer. Yeah, the trust, the free fall. So this is a really bold message. So who needs this? This is for somebody. I know there's a number of you here that are coming up against stuff in your life where you might feel, uncertain, afraid. Maybe you're wondering if you're on the right path, or you're wanting confirmation, or you've been questioning your actions. So this is a direct, very bold message: trust. And our favorite Michael Singer, surrender. Surrender is trust, right? So, and what's the energy of trust? It's just like it's like a relaxation. Trust. I mean, honestly, we're all sitting here in a free fall, right? We're all in a free fall. When we're born into this world, out of the womb, the free fall begins. Oh, I love that, Kevin. Britt, I'm sorry about your brother. I hope they're okay. And I know that, you shared that they have had, some health stuff going on. So yeah, I hope all is well. Confirmation. Hi, Marcy. Lucy. And yeah, so that message is definitely for many of you here. Yeah, exactly, Ginger. Ooh, awesome, Melanie. And it's still 11:11 in the Western Hemisphere. That's right. So yeah, what was I tuning back into about this before we draw other cards? Hey, Jennifer, haven't seen you in a while. Glad to see you. Oh yeah, Carmen, I think, said another teacher drew this card yesterday. So definitely synchronicity in the air around that. So let's get some clarification on this trust card. This one, Jennifer, trust. And let's see, get some more details about that. Hi, Jay. Hi, Marielle. So if you joined in late and you missed my invitation to follow me, please do so here in Insight Timer, YouTube, everywhere that I am. Woo! Okay, a card popped out. So let me get that one. So some of you may be dealing with disappointment. You may be feeling left out. So maybe you're on a path towards something and you've had a setback, or you've had something that's made you question what you're doing. And so the message is, regardless of whatever this thing was, that you still keep the faith and continue trusting the unfolding of your path. Oh yeah, Marielle. Yeah, I will always be doing my live, so I am changing locations for a bit. So yeah, I'll be back in Thailand where I was for 3 years. And I will still be doing my lives. So hi, Gary. Awesome, Ginger. I can totally understand that. Thank you. So yeah, so regardless of what twists and turns there are here. And also too, the message is don't get caught looking back, because some of you, maybe there's been a disappointment or a letdown or a glitch in your plan or somebody not doing right. And the message is like, don't be in this energy. This person's sitting here feeling sorry for themselves, sitting, resting, not doing anything, looking back at the past. And the thing is, they're missing, see this here? See this magic in this cup here? They're totally losing focus of the beauty and the gifts of what's here right now. So just continue to trust and work with yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Interesting. I'm so glad this is helpful. Jamie, Ginger. Creative noticing that. Hi, Sharon. Yeah, and it's okay. And it's not about like beating ourselves up. It's just like noticing and holding space for that part, because honestly, this is like the wounded child. Like, she even looks like she's got like this hang dog, like, you know, inner child, that wounded inner child expression and energy. And, you know, we talk a lot about that here. And working with those energies, working with that part. So it's like, yeah, we want to be accountable. We want to hold space for all this. We just don't want to get lost in this. It's okay. But yeah, just then redirect, choose again, do your best to work with this and trust. Oh yeah, that's true about the quote on Insight Timer. So awesome, Jennifer, Lucy. So this deck, the other deck, is the Light Seers Tarot. So I'm going to draw another one just to get a little more information. Hi, Rachel from Manila. We're neighbors. I'm here in Bali. Hi, Michelle. And you know, you can get the Osho Zen Tarot app on your phone. It's $8 US if you have a, you know, if you're in the US or whatever. But I use that app. It's worth the $8 for me. I mean, what I do with clients sometimes is I, you know, draw cards in our sessions or, you know, whatever. And then I'll screenshot from the app and send them the messages that way. So that's cool. Yeah, there is an app. Yeah, Jennifer, giving yourself grace. Hi, Rich. So the cards resonated. Let's see what else. Do you like the deck, Creative? Yeah, and if you live overseas, I don't know if Manila is where you're from, but I mean, for me, coming from the US, the land of you can buy anything and have it delivered in a second. You know, when you move overseas to Asia or not to Europe, like, we just don't have the ease of accessibility of stuff. So having the app of this physical deck can be helpful. So, okay. Hi, Joanne. I saw you earlier. Ooh, nice. I don't know those other decks of Osho's, Jennifer. I only know that they have the Zen Tarot. Okay. All right. So we kind of already were saying this. So the cards are confirming it. It's like, allow yourself to be with this experience, but don't sit in it too long. and don't lose sight of the magic that's here waiting for you if you would just turn your head. I mean, really, the card should be like this, because once you get ground back into trusting here and back into this energy, then you can move and redirect yourself into this Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is a card of, it's youthful energy. So it's not a knight, it's not a queen, it's not a king. What makes it a page is that it can be like a naive energy. It can be an energy with a good start and good intentions, but it's not grounded in deep wisdom. So it's like a new energy. So it's like there's a potential here and there's forward movement here, but it needs to be grounded in action. And like me as a life coach, like that's exactly what I help with, to help somebody that has this energy to actually bring it into form and steps and support so that there's follow through, because it's easy to just stay in, oh, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to play over here and think about what I want to do, but not take action, right? So there gets to be discipline with this energy. So you get to bring that yourself or get support in doing that. So there's a potential here, and it's wands. So wands is fire, masculine energy. It's creativity and passion. So any sort of creative project, creative endeavor, anything like creating something new. That's what this is about. So, oh my gosh, I've never seen this before. Oh, wow, this is so cool. Can you see that hand holding this cup? I've never seen that, and I've had this deck for like a year. How have I never seen this? Cards are magic. Wow. So do you understand why that would be significant? There's somebody holding out a cup that this person is not seeing. They're holding out this cup as an opportunity. And now that I remember the original Rider-Waite Tarot deck, that is on the original deck. On the original card, there's a guy holding a cup and the person's not looking at it. But I forgot about that, and I haven't seen it depicted here, but here it is. So just be sure that you're not being stuck in the past and you're not seeing the opportunities that somebody is trying to hand you an opportunity. And once you take it, your energy's gonna totally shift. So beautiful, beautiful. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started into the Reiki and Ancestral Clearing. I actually am going to pull up the abundance prayer and show you. There's little Natalie. I know many of you have seen her, and I know many of you have heard me talk about the significance and the importance and the power of putting your inner child on your lock screen. And I know a number of you are doing it. So if that's been helpful, I would love if you care to share that. So which card, Michelle? We have the Four of Cups and the Page of Wands here, and then the Trust card. Yeah, so there's opportunities and possibilities here for you. But okay, yeah. It's hard to break out of it, and you can, and it's possible, right? Abraham Hicks always talks about, if you argue for your limitations, then you'll get them. And it's like, it's okay like I said earlier, it's not about gaslighting yourself and whitewashing yourself out of whatever this is, and also holding yourself accountable and interfacing with it in a healthy way so that you don't get stuck here, because that is your choice, because we are all at choice at all times. It doesn't mean it's not easy. I work with somebody and they had a situation in their house that was not good. And so, I challenged them a bit and I said, look, you can move, and the housing market and blah, blah, blah. Yes. And also you can move. It is possible. So if the person chooses to stay, at least they know they're making that choice, so they don't feel as stuck in their situation, right? And that was challenging for them, and they didn't really like hearing that. But after they digested it a bit, they understood. It's about noticing that, they were choosing to stay. And in that choosing to stay, there is empowerment. So I'm going to pull up this prayer because I haven't memorized this one. Where is it? Here we go. Okay. Hi, Amma. Beautiful. Paris. Thank you, Jennifer, for the donation. Thank you so much. Yeah, so putting your little U on your lock screen. The biggest benefit for me is like when I get ungrounded, anxious, whatever, when I get activated, it reminds me that little Natalie wants healing and wants love. And it brings self-compassion and loving kindness and softness. And it also reorients myself to like what it's really about, because it's really all this stuff is our core wounds being activated, and we're the only ones that can heal those by working with our inner child. So it's really powerful, and it's very simple. Sometimes I think if and whatever, I don't care, but I'm just like, oh, I bet people think this is my daughter. But yeah, it's little me. So we will go ahead and get into the Reiki and in clearing. I'm going to plug in my computer. And also, FYI, I don't know how relevant it is, but I will be going back 1 hour. I know most people's time changed recently. My time did not change. And yet when I go to Thailand, I'll go back 1 hour. So depending on when you've seen me live, I know it's later this time because of that, but next week it'll kind of be back to normal. So just to let you know. So let's settle into this beautiful sacred space together. I will be channeling Reiki, and I just let it flow as far as if I say anything. I've sometimes mantras or messages or tones or chants or yawning, any and everything, could happen. So I really just do my best to trust the flow and trust whatever wants to come through. So you can see my necklace, my Bali necklace. I thought I'd wear one more time in Bali here before I go. So let's go ahead and settle in and get prepared to receive and be in the energy of receptivity and receiving. Receiving and receptivity, allowing, trusting, having that image of the trust card. in your energy and your awareness, and allowing the Reiki and Soulvanna energies to come in, and your higher self will draw these energies in exactly where they're needed for your best and highest good. You don't even need to know. You can just trust. And if you have a specific intention, yeah, you can have that. So, closing the eyes. You may yawn, you may laugh, cry. Your body may want to move, or you may go to sleep, or anything in between. So just completely surrendering and trusting. Settling in, settling down. Just relaxing. There's no effort needed now, no striving, no efforting, no urgency. You don't need to try. You don't need to perform. You don't need to prove yourself worthy of anything right now. So drop everything. Just drop any conscious or subconscious to the best of your ability. Mental positions. And just relax, release, and receive. And I'm going to sound a tone, so just listen and allow this to wash over you. Just allow your nervous system to settle. You don't need to do everything alone. Some of you feel the burden of everything on your own shoulders, and you are not alone. Allow the people around you in your life and or your spiritual team to support you. Allow the universe to help you. Just let go. If you feel like sighing an ah sound, you can. If that comes with a yawn, that's great. Yawning is your parasympathetic nervous system. That means you're relaxing, you're going off of high alert in the body. And if you feel your body wants to emote, wants to voice, wants to tone, follow that flow. That's part of this healing right now. It's like the energy of sinking into a warm bath at the end of a long day. Or taking off uncomfortable clothes and you can finally breathe. For some of you, your thought patterns, your energy patterns are like a tight grip, and that's okay. It's just noticing and allowing it to release. You don't need to release it. Allow it to unravel, unfurl itself. All you get to do is witness and relax. Notice the muscles of the body, the muscles of the face, relaxing. There's a lot of energy moving, a lot of chains breaking, a lot of knots unfurling. You are not alone. If you feel alone, it's an illusion. If you need support in your life, if there's anything extra you need support on, is there any place you feel unsupported about? Ask Source, Universe, God, guides to bring you that support, to show you where that support already is, just like that hand that was holding the cup out that we didn't even see on, or I didn't even see on the card. The help and support is already there when you tune in and have eyes to see. And when you ask and trust and have faith. For a number of you, this is around the themes of money, finances, abundance, resources, material resources. Some of you are alone with no one else to rely on, and you felt unsupported. Maybe there was a disappointment. Somebody let you down. Some opportunity fell through. So this message is coming in loud and clear for you. The help is here. Just ask, just be open. Trust. And then start looking for synchronicity, possibility, opportunity. Asking the universe, bring me new opportunities. The Page of Wands energy is new opportunities. Bring me new connections. Bring me new forms and sources of support. You don't have to do this alone. Comprehensive Abundance Prayer, offered by John Newton. What is appearing in your life is often a reflection of what you feel inside. Abundance may take many forms, but none of these is your source. This prayer is encoded with a direct connection to the Creator consciousness itself, which is our true source. As you hear this prayer, you connect to Source directly and begin clearing past burdens, imprints, and beliefs, allowing more abundance to effortlessly flow into your life. Infinite Creator, all that you are, for everyone hearing this message right now, all of our family members, all of our relationships, all of our ancestors and all their relationships through all relevant time, space, and dimension. For all hurts or wrongs around our supply, for all the times there wasn't enough, for the times we struggled to survive, for all hardship, famine, and adversity, and all that we made it mean about life, people, and you, Creator. Please help us all forgive each other, forgive ourselves, forgive all people, and all people forgive us, completely and totally, please and thank you. For all times we were out of integrity with money, lied, cheated, or stole, and the times this was done to us. For all times we disrespected or were out of integrity with the earth and the life of the earth, and for the times we took more than we needed. Please help us all forgive each other and forgive ourselves. Be at peace with each other and at peace with ourselves, please and thank you. For all who represented God, all governments, parents, and authority figures, for the times they misused power, position, and authority, or let us down. For all times we were oppressed, disrespected, and minimized, and times we did this to another. For all patterns of guilt, fear, shame, and unworthiness, and the times we felt we weren't enough. Please help us all forgive each other and forgive ourselves. Be at peace with each other and at peace with ourselves, please and thank you. Creator, please help us see ourselves, each other, and all creation through your loving, effulgent, and abundant vision for the highest good always. Please and thank you, please and thank you, please and thank you. letting this prayer sink deeply into your being as it clears away whatever is best for you and your highest good at this moment. Trust, trust, trust. If you care to stay in a meditative state, you can do so. If you care to come back to a wakeful state, you can slowly bring yourself back now. And pause for a moment and integrate with your eyes open, loosely focused. Just feeling into your body, your energy field, as you feel into the 3 dimensions again. So thank you for joining me. Welcome back. Don't forget to follow me here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, website. I am starting a new email list, and if you care to join that, I'll be sharing weekly emails of messages that want to come through, news, offers, resources. So if you want to be a part of that, let me know. Thank you, Astrid, for the donation. Hi, Victoria. Hi, Friendly Paws. So glad to have everybody here today. Interesting, Jamie. So yeah, there might be any sorts of sensations, and this is where, and it can be intense. So this is where you get to trust, and just when you feel that, and then you have like a response to it, then just trust deeper. It's an invitation to trust. Wonderful, Ginger. Yes. You're welcome, Wendy. I hope this stream is okay. It looks a little choppy. So I will see you next weekend. I may schedule a live this week. It's my first week back in Thailand, so I'm a bit busy just with whatever, settling in and other sessions that I have. So, but stay tuned for more live streams. Stay tuned if you're a Plus member for the prayer you just heard will be up on my premium place soon, I assume. So yeah, thank you for your continued presence and support. And through this whole Bali experience this time, it's always a journey. It's been filled with highs and lows, as it always is. So I'm very grateful for everything, and for you all, and for life. So okay, it's a little choppy. I'm just seeing comments. So Rachel, that prayer I can share in the way that I did, and it's also, like I said, once it's uploaded to my teacher profile, you can listen to it there if you're a Plus member. Those are the only ways to access that prayer at this time. There is a similar prayer I can share with you if you care to send me a message. It's similar but different. But from my teacher, John Newton, he's created this, so this is his wishes. But I can share the comprehensive prayer with you, which has similar elements. So you're welcome to everybody. Thank you, thank you. The messages are lagging, and that's okay. So, yeah, I apologize. I can't see the chat coming in real time, so please send me a message if there's something you want me to see, because it's not loading. And I will go. So the Balinese, the way they say goodbye is Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, which is amazing. So goodbye from Bali, and then Sawadee Ka soon from Thailand. So wonderful, wonderful. Thank you all. I will see you all very soon. Namaste.